everybody, Ingrid Crepeau again, and this time my crafty thoughts are about neodymium magnets. These things are so amazing. You probably have heard of the term rare earth magnet. This is one of those. There are several kinds of rare earth magnets. This one is neodymium. I love these things. Look at this. Look at this. I take a magnet and I set it on the table there. Then I take another magnet and I put it on the back of my hand. Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? The magnetism goes right through my whole hand. They're just incredible. This is Ella. This is as close as I get to being a ventriloquist. Ella is, of course, the misbehaving puppet. She's always doing things like sucking on her toes, and then we go, no, Ella, don't do that. And then, of course, she'll do it again. But my favorite thing she does, she takes her hat off, of course, as babies want to do, and she throws it on the ground. Do you expect me to pick that up? Okay, I'll pick it up. But, of course, I can put it back on her head because she has marvelous magnets in her hat. Did you see how they jumped into place? With a floppy hat would be very hard to put on with one hand without the magnets. The magnets in hats is actually how I discovered these magnets. When I first worked for the Nationals baseball team, they asked me if I would make a new baseball cap for Screech the Eagle because the one was worn out. So I made a new cap, and what I discovered in the old one that I was remaking was it had magnets all around inside the cap and all around the head. And that's how he could wear a baseball cap, a fairly large size baseball cap. Now, the whole thing with magnets started with mascots because fans would actually yell at them during the national anthem to take their hat off. It was, not appropriate to wear a hat in the national anthem. And of course they couldn't because the hat was stitched to their head. So everybody started using these wonderful neodymium magnets. Yes, neodymium magnets. Yes, yes, yes. Right. My friend Tom Dahl said to me at the Vent convention last summer, he said, Al Good is retired. There's nobody providing performance boards and stands for the Vent community. So I said, well, I'll give it a try. This is one of my performance boards. This is made out of a fabric that takes Velcro. So it will stick to the bottom of your soles of your puppets. In fact, the bottom of the board also takes Velcro so that you could put Velcro on a little curtain like this and hide your props up underneath the board. Now, I have other kinds of boards. This is one that doesn't have Velcro on top. It's just a padded board. And I put nice fringe on it. I have all kinds of styles. Or just tell me what you want. But on the bottom, it still takes Velcro. You can put a curtain around and hide props underneath the performance board. And then I went to my good friend Barry Gordimer. You probably all have seen him on Facebook. He makes those wonderful, incredible soft sculpture vent figures. And so I borrowed Grandpa Oompapa. This is Grandpa Oompapa. And then I got a wicked idea. I thought, well, ventriloquists put Velcro on the bottom of their shoes. What if I put magnets in the feet? Yes, that's what I did, Grandpa. I drilled holes in your shoes. Don't tell Barry, okay? I'll replace them with other shoes. And I glued them in. And now, because I also have magnets in the board, Grandpa Oompapa can stand on the board. Look. Pretty good, huh? It stays there. In fact, the very first time I put Grandpa on the board, I put his shoes on the board, and then I lifted Grandpa off, and the shoes stayed, but Grandpa didn't. So then Barry also had to sew the shoes onto Grandpa. They're easy. I can get them off real easy. Yes, I promise. Okay. Well, now, wait a minute. Who left their cell phone on? You did? You think it's you? Okay. Well, let's see. Magnets. What a great way to hold props. All right, so Grandpa can hold his own phone. And then when he's finished, I can take the phone and I can stick it under the board because I put a magnet under there. Now I'm just showing off. This is one of my larger performance boards, and the large ones come on a heavy-duty stand for heavy-duty figures. That's my heavy-duty stand. And the heavy-duty stand can go on wheels so that you can wheel your characters around if you want to, if you need to. And this is what I call a dummy. This is an experimental dummy, a test dummy, if you like. I made him so that I could try out some weird things and see what I could do. For instance, would you like to stand up? Okay, I put magnets in his feet, and I put magnets in the board, and then he can stand up, and he's there. Did you see that, how the magnets popped into place? Yeah, sometimes you have to do that, jiggle it around. Now, watch this. Can you think you could sit down? You sure? I've never tried this before. Well, let's see. Okay, here we go. There we go. He stood up and sat down. I can't do that with Velcro. Neodymium magnets, they're amazing.